Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay and today we are doing a video requested by one of you. We are talking about the new Khair Fusion Lychee Paris Corner, and this fragrance, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, has very similar notes to the Kayali Eden Sparkling Lychee 39, and I'm gonna let you guys know they are pretty similar. There's a few minute differences, but for the most part they are really close, and so I kind of just want to talk about that. Let's talk about the difference in price, let's talk about the difference in what I get note wise, and most importantly, let's talk about the differences in performance, because that is definitely the thing I was not expecting. And yeah, it's looking pretty good for Khair Fusion, I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely a scent I see selling out very quickly. I believe you can get it on Aroma Concepts. That's where I got mine. You can check out the TikTok shop if you'd like as well. See if maybe you can find a little coupon code or something like that, because I do believe this retails for about $42-ish. Let me go ahead and double check that. I'd also love to know, what are your genuine thoughts on dupe fragrances? What do you think about them? Do you think they're disrespectful? Do you think that they just make sense because they're more accessible, or that the designer and niche brands should pretty much expect it when the price points are so high? I would love to know your thoughts. I love to talk about other things than just fragrance. I mean, we're talking about fragrance, but I feel like this is a real conversation that I would love to be had in the comment section, because I kind of want to know. Sometimes I do feel very bittersweet recommending something that is very heavily inspired by another scent. Because why? Because obviously these brands are putting so much time and energy, their hearts and souls, into these creations, and then for dupe companies to just come out with something that is very similar but more accessible, more affordable to a variety of people, a broader variety, like, I think that that is something beautiful as well. So let me know. Sometimes, as you guys can tell, I get conflicted. I talk a lot. Actually, before this video, I was literally on the phone with my mom for like 2 hours. She was about to hop in the shower, so she's sitting there with no clothes on, and we're just talking for 2 hours about life. So she's a real one. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on dupes. Anyway, let's jump into the video, of course. So for the Kayali Eden Sparkling Lychee, for the 1.7 fluid ounce, which is this bottle right here, it does retail for $100, and then the 3.4 fluid ounce retails for $138. They also do offer a travel spray. The one in the thinner bottle is $29, and then the one in the mini replica is $32. So the most you're gonna pay for the Kayali fragrance for the biggest bottle, it is $138, and again, that's 3.4 fluid ounces. Now with the Khair, you're getting 3.38 fluid ounces, and it retails for $43, so less than half. So that's definitely something to consider. Now I'm going to read the notes of the Kayali fragrance, and I am going to also put them on the screen, that way you guys can see the differences. Top notes are lychee, blackcurrant, red apple, and Italian lemon. Middle notes are violet, rose, jasmine, sambac, and base notes are sugar, vanilla absolute, musk, amber, sandalwood, and cedarwood. And like I always say, this is the ultimate party fragrance, the ultimate girly girl, feminine, flirty, girly scent. If you are having a cocktail party with your friends, this is definitely the type of scent that you'd be wearing. It smells so bubbly and so bright and so uplifting, and that is what I really love about the scent. The main notes that I personally get from this fragrance are, you really get, of course, that candy lychee. It's very sweet in the scent, and almost has like, kind of almost reminds me of like Jolly Ranchers in a way, or just a very sweet syrupy cocktail, like that kind of vibe you really get, like overly sweet almost, and sugary. Get lots of the sugar, by the way. And that blackcurrant comes through, and it's so beautiful with that. I think there's also a little bit of champagne in this scent. There's definitely an effervescence that is not missed. It's so pretty. I really do love Kayali's. I really do. I even almost love the opening of this scent a little bit more than I would say the Khair. I hope I'm saying that right, Khair. I should have looked it up beforehand, I'm sorry. But I will say this scent, I really even like a little bit more because it has more black currant to me in the opening. But very, very quickly, it turns into a skin scent. And when I say skin scent, like I don't mind if I'm like doing things out and about and I get those really nice whiffs of fragrance, but I've said it before and I'll say it again, I have to get extremely close to my skin to smell this scent, and that's after like 1 or 2 hours, maybe 3 being nice. But that for $100, I mean, look at the dent. I am just not that happy about that, to be honest. I said it in my review, as much as I love the scent, now that I do have this option, I'm kind of like, you know, because for $100 I could get the bigger bottle, but then that's $138, and then with tax, it's just crazy. So I mean, I really genuinely love this scent so much. I've told you that. I truly do. I think it's very candy sweet, sugary, like you do get those florals as well, which I think kind of like even it out a little bit. Fruity, floral, just very feminine and very, yeah, just girly. Candied violets. There's this really beautiful youthful rose, and like I even get a little bit of the citrus. It's very uplifting, very joyful. I get that same energy from both fragrances, and I really like that scent. Once again, I'm not denying its beauty. I'm only saying that after smelling this scent, I have to say they're very similar. So the notes on this one are top notes of black currant, red apple, lychee, and Italian lemon, middle notes of jasmine sambac, candied violet, and damask rose, and base notes of sandalwood, cedarwood, musk, and vanilla. So very, very similar with the notes. The biggest difference to me, oh my gosh, it's so good. It is very, very, very similar, in my opinion, to the Kayali. The biggest difference, I would say, is that I'm not picking up on as much of the black currant. Yeah, I'm not getting as much of the black currant. And maybe it's not as, it's syrupy sweet, but it's not as maybe sugary as the Kayali one. It doesn't have as much of that sugared musk, but it's very, very lychee forward. You really get that syrupy candy sweet lychee. You're getting, I almost feel like in this fragrance I pick up on more of like a realistic apple, because again, apple is in this fragrance and also that one, and I do get that in the opening. I really get like a very realistic apple mixed in with that candied lychee, and I think it's really tasty. It's still very bubbly and very bright. You get the same exact vibe and almost the same exact smell, but biggest difference, I wore this one for, I want to say about 4 to 5 hours yesterday. Before, I really couldn't smell it as much, and I was getting the whiffs, baby. Like I said, with the Kayali, I felt like it was really hard to smell it throughout the day, and I would overspray it. And I felt like I was struggling to really smell the scent unless I like completely like drenched my body in it, basically. And at that point, for that price point, it just feels a little, it feels like a letdown. With this scent, I was downtown at this coffee shop, and I was there for like hours playing cards with my grandma and like eating like little finger foods. And I could keep smelling this scent, and it was just so beautiful. It was radiating off of me. It wasn't like beast mode. It's still going to be a scent that I think is going to be in your immediate scent bubble. Maybe it will get a little stronger over time and project even more, because I know Arab perfumes can get better with age, but already I am so impressed with the scent. Again, I kind of prefer the Kayali fragrance just because, again, I think it's a little bit more sugary, and like I do get more of that Jolly Rancher smell from this one, I do feel like, but this one is so incredibly similar. I really love it, and I get a similar experience with the scent for less than half of the cost, almost $100 off. So really like $90-$80 off, which I do think for how good this smells, for how similar, I'm really happy with it, and I'm not sure where I'm gonna take it when my fragrance does run out of the Kayali, if I'm going to repurchase it or just stick with this one. I feel like obviously if you already have this one right now, you don't need to really rush out to buy this fragrance unless you are also just like me struggling with the projection. I feel like some people tell me that they get good projection with the scent. I just personally don't. So I was really pleased to see that with this one I did get that. That was the only thing from the Kayali that I thought could make it better. So yeah, I wonder if now they will try to dupe the Eden Juicy Apple. Because that one, the longevity on that scent, I definitely do have to reapply it as well because it's not the best. So, but definitely better than the Eden Sparkling Lychee for me. So yeah, that is kind of, those are my thoughts, you guys. I knew it'd be a very short video because as soon as I saw that last night, I was still smelling it and loving it and just enjoying my time out. Like, again, I was not drinking cocktails, but I was drinking coffee, and I was having good laughs and vibes and playing games and just having a really good time with my grandparents. And so I do feel like they're really in the same category, and they smell very similar. But please, if you have tried the Khair Fusion Lychee, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about Paris Corner? What do you think about dupe brands? I would love to know. I love you guys. I hope you do enjoy this video, and I will see you in the next one, besties. Bye!